inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Washington football team. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First carry now for Nick Chubb. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Chicago.
Nick Chubb, the ball carrier. Touchdown, Chicago.
Nick Chubb, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Bears 7, Washington nothing. Stephen
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Begin by running the option. They begin with a quick throw out left. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
So after the run by Kamara, now another first and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun is a run for Kamara. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Deuce, 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 deuce.
They're indeed going. It's Mariota. And Ingram holds it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on fourth down here early in the game.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Quick throw out wide from Mariota. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Flushed out right. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 11th touchdown of the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively.
Is no good.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They run again on first down, Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Larry Ogunjobi able to record his 5th sack of the season. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Kamara, the ball
A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Get that quarterback.
Mariota going to run on the option, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 10. That's
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Washington 6.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down.
Come get some. Where are they? Three.
On play action, Mariota escaping the pressure right. Looking deep for Adams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Devontae Adams. His 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken the lead.
For the extra point.
So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Darius Phillips on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and inches.
Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Flush to his right. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Goal at the Bears' 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
Mariota now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. On the ground with a tight end. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
Oh, good move. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. And they are going for it. Herbert now. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there's a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes this Washington 23, Bears 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. On 1st and 10, Herbert. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards on the play as they try to chip away at this 16-point deficit. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown, Washington.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well. Yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's out to Chubb, complete.
Herbert's pass.
Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and
again, Herbert.
At the 46-yard line.
Looking for Shepard deep. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
He was defended by Patrick Peterson.
Herbert back to the air. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Herbert's pass intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field.
From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Fields this way up at the 17.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Kamara. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. To throw Mariota. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Mariota on 3rd and 2. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
At the 22-yard line.
Put that team on the clock. Check 59. Like the 59. I don't think you got it.
Mariota on first down. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Devontae Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
It feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. The offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Danny, Danny.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. He's done his part sailing past the century mark on the ground with rushing yardage, but his team, a different story.
Yeah, they're down big in this ball game, so sometimes you wonder to yourself how much of that is him with a great performance and how much of that is the defense just loosening up because they have a big lead.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, let's get in them holes.
Chubb. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Chubb. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Look at the spin, and nothing but daylight ahead. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A big play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. Now for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
This Washington 47, Bears 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20, 10, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Nick Chubb, 81 yards, and the Bears cut into that lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Stephen Hauschka set to kick off.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
36, 36. Hey, come on,
Play action now. Mariota escaping the pressure right. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's
Herbert on 3rd down now. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Sterling Shepard. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game.
Stephen Hauschka set to kick off.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Play fake. Mariota. He'll buy some time right. And out across midfield down to the 45.
We talk about mobility in quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
On the ground, this is Kamara. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Washington. Alvin Kamara. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes this Washington 54. Bears 28.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? And now look at him go. 30, 10, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bears get a bit closer. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Back now at FedEx Field, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
A first down throw for Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Intercepted.
So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a three-score game, though, fourth quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up second.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And he slings one that's incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Running for it, here's Chubb. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Mariota. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. But it'll be second down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection. It does.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 38. The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
A gain of a yard.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
By Patrick Peterson.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On the carry, it's Chubb. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Handoff comes to Chubb. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Bears on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. It's caught. Shepard. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
Again, this is Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. And this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
Is a turnover on downs.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. They begin with a quick throw out left. There he goes left side. The 20, 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
He's brought down by Shaq Thompson. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. They set the goal beginning of the year, hey, let's win 7 games. Unfortunately, with this